I got the idea to get into DJing and, come up with the name Soul Proprietor. It actually started a long time ago. I was DJing when I was in high school. My dad used to collect records and kind of be a family DJ for, various functions, and so I was always around vinyl from a young age. And, even when I was doing Bedouin Soundclash stuff, every now and then there'd be an after party opportunity, or when I was at university where the group formed, I was doing a lot of DJing around town as well. So once we decided to take a little break, I just decided to pick it back up again. Influential record, I suppose. Well, I guess my earliest memories would be of, a song called, a song a lot of people know called Pasta Dutchie by a group called Musical Youth. And the reason why that record was so big was, for me, that album came out when I was young. I was about 3 or 4 years old, and the guys in the group were a little bit older than I was, so I could relate to them. And it's just the earliest memory, I guess, is me trying to reach up to the turntable, and my dad had it on a table that was a little bit too tall for me, and consistently trying to put the record on and breaking his needles all the time, and you had to move the turntable as a result. So that's probably one of the first pieces of vinyl that inspired me, I guess, and especially in terms of just getting into DJing and the medium of it. First record I ever spent, the first record I ever bought myself, knowing, with the intention of DJing, it was two I bought at the same time. It was a song called Who You With by Jay-Z. It was on a soundtrack of a movie called Sprung. It was like a really weird movie, but the song was cool. And then the other one was If I Ruled the World by Nas, featuring Lauryn Hill. So my cousin at the time, he was more into DJing, and I was more into bass playing at the time, and he was getting me back into it. We were both about 14 or 15, and he used to go to this record shop, and that's where I got into it. I have to. Off the top, a funny story. Well, one story that I like to tell, it's we find it funny anyways, but it's really to do with our origins. We started at Queens, and we were just playing kind of coffee houses at school for the longest while, and word got around campus that's what we were doing. And Tabasco, like the Tabasco hot sauce company, Makalani company, or whatever they're called, they wanted to do an event at the cafeteria, and they needed a Zydeco band, like a bluegrass style band, and they didn't really have anything like that at Queens, so the people at Queens thought that we would be the closest thing, being kind of reggae based, so they got us the gig, and we basically had to play like 3-hour-long sets as our friends ate, Tabasco-based foods for dinner, like Tabasco ice cream, Tabasco, chips, Tabasco, whatever, and we got $300 for the gig. We had saved $40 other from other shows, and that's the money that we used to make Root Fire, like our very first record. So, the Tabasco gig is definitely a legendary one in our ranks, for sure. Yeah. Sure. I've been pretty fortunate to be part of a lot of charities through Bedouin and otherwise. With Bedouin, we've done some work with Doctors Without Borders in the past. We did a song for War Child. That was really great, raising money for war children in Sri Lanka. Personally speaking, I've been involved with an organization called Athletes for Africa, which, in terms of the event today with Raising the Village, is close to my heart because they do work in northern Uganda with sport, using sport as a tool to galvanize the community. So Athletes for Africa, GUI United. And we recently just did a show for 65 Roses, which is a cystic fibrosis charity. It's called 65 Roses because when young kids that have the disease, are diagnosed, they can't really say cystic fibrosis, so they say 65 Roses. So there's a bunch of different charities that I'm involved in, and always looking for more. Well, in the near future, I'm actually working on a mixtape. I haven't really put out an official mixtape ever. I've done a lot of little mixes here and there. So I'm trying to work on an official mixtape with some original remixes and some original music on it. So I'm hoping to get that out by the fall, if not in the summertime. Outside of that, I'm looking to do some touring actually. I'm probably going to be, I haven't really pushed myself into that arena so far. I've just been doing local work. So now I'd be looking to go on the road with some bands, like-minded bands, or anybody that's interested. I'd be happy to go on the road in that capacity as opposed to being the main event. So yeah, just working on those things, and hopefully doing some more remixes for friends and higher profile artists as time goes on.